Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the look I filmed for you today. So it is my take on a Coachella look. I am not fortunate enough to be going to Coachella this year, and I'm not really like an English festival kind of goer, purely because they pretty much rain every single time. You might get like one day of sun and it's just muddy and dirty and I don't like it. If you want to learn how to create this look, please stay tuned and keep on watching. I will talk you through all of the products and I will list them all down below in the description box as well. I will also list my choker in there because I often get asked where my chokers are from, so I'll list this down in the description box as well. I really hope you enjoy watching this video and I'll see you at the end. So the first shade I'm going to take is this one right here, and this is the shade Raw Sienna from the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm taking that on a Zoeva 221 brush. And I'm just working that backwards and forwards through the crease. Once we have that shade in place, I'm going to take the next shade along, which is called Burnt Orange, on the same brush. And this is a very similar colour, just slightly warmer. Now that we have our crease colour in place, I'm going to apply some of this shade right here, and this is called Love Letter, and I'm applying that to the inner and outer corners of my eyelid. And I'm applying this with a Zoeva 231 brush. Then going back in with my previous brush, and I'm using that to blend out the edges of the Love Letter shade. Then I'm just taking a clean brush and I'm using that to blend out the edges. This one is a Zoeva 227. So now I'm going to move on to my lid colour, and I'm going to use a highlighter for my lid. So I'm taking this shade right here. This is called Kitty Cat and it's from the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit that she did with Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm taking that on a Zoeva 234 brush. So I'm loading up my brush with product and then I'm just spraying it a couple of times with some setting spray, and then I'm going to pack that onto the lid. To blend the edges and to tie in with the pinky tones, I'm now taking a single eyeshadow. This one is called Dizzy and it's by Illamasqua, and I'm taking that on a Zoeva 228 brush. I'm just blending this all the way over the crease colour just to tie in the more pinky shades. So that is the top lid done. So now I'm going to move on to the bottom lid. So I'm taking that Love Letter shade again on the same brush, so that's the Zoeva 231, and I'm really lightly running that along my lower lash line. And then I'm just connecting them at the outer corner. Next I'm taking the same brush that I used for the first two transition shades, and I'm taking a little bit of the Burnt Orange shade, which was the second transition shade that we used, and I'm using that to buff along the edges. And then lastly I'm going back in with the Dizzy shade and then running that right along the lash line quite quickly just to tie in the pinky shades. So now I'm going to tightline my upper waterline using the Marc Jacobs matte highliner in the shade Earthquake. So this is just a really dark brown, but it's waterproof, so it's really good for festival season because it's going to last all day. And although I've tightlined my upper waterline, I don't want to put a dark liner in my lower lash line. So I'm taking this nude pencil from Illamasqua and it's the shade Vow, and I'm just popping that in my lower waterline. This is going to really open your eyes up. It's good for sort of the second or third day of the festival when you're feeling a little bit tired. This is going to help to make your eyes look nice and bright, and it's going to help you to look way more awake. So now I'm just going to pop a black line across my lash line at the top, just so we have something for our lashes to sit on. So now I'm going to create the gold line underneath my brow and the gold dot on my lid. So I'm using this gold pigment that came with the Pat McGrath lip kits. It's just a metallic gold pigment, and then when you mix it with a mixing medium, it goes to this liquid gold consistency, and it's really, really pretty. And I'm just mixing that on a palette, and I'm using a 315 brush from Zoeva. And then I'm really carefully going to sketch the line underneath my brow. So then once the line underneath your brow is done, you can go and take a little bit more of the product onto your brush. And we're going to line it up with the other one on the other, with the dot on the other eye. And we just popped it just in the center of the lid. So then you want to let that dry before you do anything else, because if you open your eye, that dot could print onto the upper lid and ruin your eyeshadow. So now I'm going to apply some mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and I'm just using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. So before I do my bottom lashes, I am going to apply my false lashes to this eye. And I'm using the SK lashes in the style Chelsea. So these are silk lashes. They're really nice, they're really comfortable, and they're really affordable as well. I think they're like $6.99 a pair, and they're just really fluffy, like you can see here. They're really fluffy, they're really like nicely multi-layered. So they give you the effect of a mink lash, but they obviously aren't mink. So now I'm going to apply the gold stars to my face. So I'm just using the end of an old brush, and I've got some eyelash glue on a palette so it can go a little bit tacky. And then I'm going to pick the stars up with some tweezers. So I'm just using the end of the brush to dot on a bit of the eyelash glue. Then I've got the star in the tweezers. And then I'm just pushing it into place. So I'm doing one on the forehead, and then I'm going to do one underneath each eye. I'm going to line it up with the pupil, and then I'm just going to shift it over to the side a little bit so it's not too close to my nose. Then I've got my 2 dots of glue. Thinking about it now, I probably should have put my highlighter on first, but I didn't. So those stars will nicely be stuck in place as soon as the glue dries. So before I go ahead and put my highlighter on, I'm just going to allow those to dry. So the highlighter I'm going to use is this one right here. It's called Forever Lit, and it's from the Nicole Guerrero and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. And I'm using that on a Morphe M510 brush. And then to tie in with the makeup that's on the eye, I'm going to use a little bit of the Kitty Cat shade, which is the pinkest highlighter in the palette. And I'm just going to apply that lightly over the top of where I've popped the first highlight shade. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of the Forever Young, sorry, not Forever Lit, on the tip of my nose and on the bridge as well. So now to bronze and contour my skin, I'm going to be using my NYX Pro Highlight and Contour Palette, which I'm not going to show you because it's beat up as hell and it's embarrassing. And I'm taking that on a Morphe M500 brush, and I'm just swishing between 3 of the contour shades. And then also around the sides of my forehead, just to give me a little bit of warmth. I've also just dusted it down either side of my nose and just underneath as well to do a nice sun-kissed sort of contour, sunny sort of thing. So now to finish off the look, I'm going to do my lip. So firstly, I'm going to line my lip with this teeny tiny little MAC lip liner. This is Plum lip liner. This is one of my favourites, as you can probably tell. And I had prepped my lips with a little bit of lip balm before I started doing my makeup as well. So now to fill in my lips, I'm using Sonic Truth by Marc Jacobs. So this is just one of their cream semi-matte lipsticks. So then to mattify that down, I'm going to use my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Cairo. I believe this is like the lightest one they do, I think. There's hardly any left in here. And then last but not least, to finish off the look and make it just a little bit more festival-y, I'm going to create a gold line going through my bottom lip and down through my chin. Okay guys, so that is the finished look. I hope you loved this video as much as I loved creating it for you. This look is so much fun. I would wear this day to day if I could, like no joke. I love it. I love the stars. I think the stars are super cute and they really bring that sort of festival vibe to a look. I also love the gold lines. Bringing the gold lines into the look added quite a like tribal sort of feel to the whole finished look. I will list all of the products I've used down below. If you are heading to Coachella or any festivals this year, please stay safe. And if you recreate this look or you have your own Coachella looks, please tag me in them because I would love to see them. If you love this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll be back really soon with another video. Bye guys!